I did not really grow up with an idea of race as a thing, really until I moved to the United States. Actually, for me as a kid growing up, I thought of racism as something that happened in South Africa in apartheid, but other than that, that was like history. That was how, that was my understanding of race growing up in Barbados. It really wasn't until I moved to the United States when I was 15 that I actually heard people talking about race in a current context. I began to be like, I don't understand what they're talking about, because I really didn't. Because in Barbados, like 99% of people are of African descent. So it's just a very different type of culture. It's a homologous culture. So, and I moved to Florida when I was 15, which is one of the most diverse places there are in South Florida. People from every part of the world. And one of the things that you just obviously pick up on was these racial differences, that people view the world in very different ways. And sometimes people assume, well, because you're black, you will necessarily see things the way every other black person does. And for me, that wasn't the case when I moved here. I did not understand issues of race. And so I heard about it, and I heard people complaining about it and talking about their experience, which hadn't been my experience. And I remember thinking, well, all these people are saying this, there must be something to it. And so I wanted to understand what they were talking about. And so I decided I needed to educate myself in many different ways, from talking to people, having conversations, reading books, taking classes, going to seminars, just a whole different lot of ways. And then your own personal experiences you have as you're living here, you have experiences like I was walking down the street, sidewalk, and this little lady sees me and grabs a purse and runs into the nearest open door. And she's afraid of me apparently. Or you walk on the street and someone yells the N-word at you, just out their cars they're driving by. And so it became really apparent pretty quickly that, that there's a lot going on here with this thing called race in the United States. And there's a lot to unpack. But you can unpack it. There's a lot of resources out there to help people understand it and learn about it.